Hello everyone, I am Zahida Zahra. Today I am going to explain you the topic anatomy of eye. What is eye? Eye is an organ of sight situated in the orbital cavity. Now when we look at our eyes, first thing we notice is eyelids. Let me explain you with the rough structure. Eyelids are the movable folds situated above and below the front of each eye. Now, what does exactly eyelids do? First, it protects the eyeball. Second thing is opens and closes by voluntary or reflex action. And the third thing, when we notice our eyes, eye blinks. Blinking keeps the surface of eye and conjunctiva moist. Now, what is conjunctiva? See, if it's an eyeball, conjunctiva is a thin transparent layer which covers the surface of eyeball. It secretes mucus to lubricate, which keeps eye clean and maintains moisture. Now, let me go through the basic structure of eyeball. Eyeball has three layers: outer layer, middle layer and inner layer. Now I am going to explain the outer layer of eyeball through the rough structure. And see, look at this. This is the rough structure of eyeball. This is the outer coat of the eyeball, outer layer of the eyeball, which is called as which is also known as protective layer, and which is called as sclera. This protective layer is called as sclera. Sclera is a tough non-elastic layer which protects and maintains the shape of eyeball. And the other component is cornea. Cornea is a transparent curved layer bends the light to converge at lens. Okay. Now, what are the outer layers? One is sclera and second is cornea. Now I am going through the middle layer. Middle layer is the vascular layer, which is called as uveal tract. The posterior part of it has the vascular posterior part, which is called as choroid. Now choroid is a middle layer which provides nutrients for retina. Forward to choroid, there is a triangular diaphragms, which is called as ciliary body. Ciliary body is a ciliary muscle able to contract or relax. Here contraction, here the process of contraction. What does the contraction do? Contraction adjusts the focus strength when we see distant or near objects. Now, this is the ciliary body. Forwarding to ciliary body, we have a thin, tiny diaphragms that is called as iris. Iris. What does iris do? What does iris mean? Iris is pigmented with color which has a radial and circular muscles in it that regulates the amount of light entering into the eye. Now, this is the rounded hole at the center of iris through which the light enters is called pupil. Now, what are the middle layers? They are first is choroid, second is ciliary body, and third is iris. Now, coming to the innermost layer. This is innermost layer. The innermost layer is retina, which comprises of two layers. One is neural layer and the other is pigmented layer. Neural layer is also called as light sensitive layer. This is also called as light sensitive layer, which has two cells, rods and cones. What are rods and cones? Rods and cones are photoreceptor cells. And now, what does the photoreceptor cells do is, it actually converts electromagnetic waves into electrochemical waves, which transmits through These waves transmit through optic nerve, which consists of sensory nerves interpreted by the brain. Okay, let me conclude with a clear topic with clear picture of structure of eyeball. See, now I am going to show this. This is the vitreous humor. It is a jelly-like substance, refracts light along with aqueous humor. And what is aqueous humor? Aqueous humor is a watery fluid situated in the anterior cavity. Vitreous humor and aqueous humor together refracts the light, maintains the shape of eyeball. Now this is the I actually said before this is conjunctiva, transparent layer, and this is cornea. This is lens. What is lens? Lens is a transparent soft in nature, which helps to focus the light to enter onto the retina. Now this dark structure is pupil. I have discussed this. This one is aqueous humor. These are iris, and this is the ciliary body. These are the suspensory ligaments. Suspensory ligaments holds the lens in place. Okay. Now this is outer layer. This is sclera, and the inner middle layer, which is called as choroid. This is innermost layer is retina. Thank you.